Welcome to the Conroy's South Florida Bed and Breakfast, Lending Library, Art and Photography Gallery, and Exercise Center. This is the view out the window upstairs in the bedroom. We're going to go out on the patio. As you can see, there is a small balcony, not a lot of legroom, with a small table and 2 chairs. We will go out and take a look at the view. Nice view of the patio down there. We're on a corner unit. Nice light there in the corner. And then inside, I have a lot of books, I have a lot of music, I have a lot of art. Close my door here. This is the bedroom. Move around the bed. Comfy chair over there in the corner. Air filter I use primarily for noise abatement. Bed, 2 tables. Mom doesn't like the dressers, but they've been in my bedroom at home since Illinois, 1972. I have few items that I've had that long, and they provide me a sense of continuity. A lot of artwork. We'll start over with this corner. This is an Australian bull roarer that a neighbor in the condo gave me after I lent him a CD of Australian music. And we'll go along this wall. Picture of Edinburgh Castle from the area down by the grass market. This is the Metolius River at Wizard Falls. Mom took this lovely one. It's off of our deck at Black Butte one misty morning. This one is of the Metolius River also. It's a few miles from Wizard Falls, and it is at its source. The small pictures are all of Scotland. This is one from the Glasgow necropolis. Let's see if I can get a little more out of the light here. This tall gentleman here in the corner is a Highlander in the city park in Fort William in the Highlands. A delightful lakeside town. I am rather fond of the guy kind of snoring there or snoozing on the bench. Into the master bath area. Up above here, that was the view from where Michael and Renee were married on Maui. Can change the light here. There we go. That's the Griffin Pub. That was the pub nearest where I stayed in Glasgow. It was a lovely, charming, fun place. In the middle here, let's see if I can get it without the light somehow. That is the view from 3/4 of the way up the Scott Monument. It's it was the scariest thing I've ever done. The stairs were even worse than those in Blarney Castle, and you got really intimate with somebody trying to pass you. Let's see if I can get it any better from this side. Nope. One of the lovely churches. There. And up above the bookcase, that's the view out the lounge window in the B&B where I stayed in Fort William. Lovely town, great place. This is also the Glasgow necropolis. My bed, very comfy bed. Mom took this one somewhere in France. Very contemplative, lovely thing to hang over a bed. And more of Edinburgh Castle. And they're actually the same one, which I just noticed, but that's all right. A small one, and up here, a larger one. Linen closet. Huge walk-in closet. It has occurred to me that in the event of a hurricane, this would be the safest place. This is something I loved to do when I was up in Seattle. Just get out on a ferry and ride it around. The master bath area. The three last things I hung were maps, and two of them are in here. Nice big tub, privacy screen on the windows, nice big shower head, shaving mirror, grab bar, very handy. I'm not a real soaker, but I do happen to like the extra room in the shower. More Scotland in here. Over on this wall is a map of Edinburgh and the black arrows, which you can see all over the place, are places where I actually was. The picture over here is from the Winter Gardens, a lovely botanical garden, huge greenhouse. That's the building behind it is the People's Palace, one of Glasgow's wonderful free museums in the Glasgow Green, which is a very lovely park. And over here is a map of Glasgow with, again, the black arrows showing where I went. This is Ecola State Park. Too lot of light, sorry about that. It's one of the first places that my family ever went on the Oregon coast. Lovely place. The view from upstairs, the living room. This is the loft, a desk Mom hates, but once again, I've had it since before we lived in Illinois. It's always been in my bedroom at home. Computer desk, comfy chair, lots of CDs, lots of books. This is where the air conditioner lives. More of the view from upstairs. We'll start with the desk. That's a Celtic cross that my Aunt Peg sent after my dad died. She's Dad's sister. And a small Buddha and a statue of Bast. That might look familiar. Over here we have a picture of Blarney Castle in the background there. That was the second most scariest thing I've ever done. The dragon and the griffin here. They are next to a statement of my philosophy as a librarian. People talk about librarians as just gatekeepers. I had studied religion in college, and it reminds me of the mythological function of a gatekeeper. And the quotation is from Joseph Campbell. "The adventure is always and everywhere a passage beyond the veil of the known into the unknown. The powers that watch at the boundary are dangerous. To deal with them is risky, yet for anyone with competence and courage the danger fades." And the lower quotation is something that Dad said when I mentioned this to him. He said, "Sometimes the dragon at the gate eats you." This is from Glasgow. The building on the left is known as the Armadillo. It's the Performing Arts Centre. The round tower is one of two on either side of the River Clyde. I can't remember what the original use was, but this one is being used as a restaurant. More Scotland. This, however, is something that Mom took somewhere in France. One of my favorites of hers. Down here we have a statue of Lord Kelvin in a park in the Grove near the Kelvin River, and in the background is Kelvin Grove Museum, a wonderful, fun place. I loved it a lot. This picture over here is from the cruise boat on Loch Linnhe, which is at the foot of Ben Nevis, which is where Fort William is. St. Cuthbert's, which is another one of Edinburgh's wonderful churches. Up above the bookcase, see if I can get a little less of the, there we go, a little less reflection. That is from the Buddhist temple on Maui, near where Michael and Renee were married. Up above here, is the washing well in Adair in Ireland. Adair has the highest concentration of thatched cottages still remaining. Over here we have another view of Edinburgh Castle. Down here on the bookcase, oh yes, all of my photo albums. An old business portrait of Dad that Mom gave me. Down here we have a view from the canal in Edinburgh. This is my Ireland wall, and I'll try to take pictures and not fall down. This is a picture of Dublin Castle from the park over what was the Blackpool or Dublin, where Dublin was originally founded. This is a round tower at in Glendalough, Glen of the Two Lakes, a medieval monastic site. This is in the wonderful little town of Dingle. Just a gate. I think the Gaelic is O'Flaherty's. They were closed when we were there. We were only there in the afternoon. This is in Adair, one of the thatched cottages. Come around. This is looking up the stairs in Blarney Castle, which is very scary. The stairs are narrow, uneven, very rough. Over here we have another picture of Glendalough, Glen of the Two Lakes, which is an ancient medieval monastic site. I'm going to go into the kitchen. We're going to go around actually and into the exercise room and then the bedroom and then come back out in the living room and onto the patio. So, quick view of the kitchen area. We'll come back. This was a housewarming present to myself. It is our family crest over the Irish flag. View of the living room, a lovely couch that Mom ordered after she left. She's never had a chance to try it. I'll come back and talk about the pictures in here as we go around. Under the stairs here is the other bookcase. This is the oldest thing I own. Mom and Dad built them before I was born. Under the stairs here we have a electric radiator, which I'm probably not going to need. This is very well insulated and has a very good system. And a folding chair, a folding table with 4 chairs in it, which right now is just extra storage to put things on. The kitchen. We'll be back. On into the other rooms. My exercise room. We'll see more of it. The very nice treadmill that I use every day. Oh, I didn't show you the abs exerciser up in the bedroom. I'm now using it every day also. View out the patio. This is a map of Ireland, and I'll show you it closer in a moment. I did a bunch of research shortly after I was here. I figured that the only hummingbirds I'm likely to see here in South Florida are these. South Florida is not really on the migration path of hummingbirds. This is the view from my treadmill. The gate is normally closed, but I left it open so I can show you the patio. This is a souvenir from a business trip that Dad made to the Ukraine. He thought they were looking for some advice. They were actually looking for investors. Mom didn't like it. I happen to like Eastern European folk music, and Dad gave it to me. Alright, as you can see on this map also, all the lovely black arrows indicating where I went in Ireland. One of my 6 new bookcases above my hats is a picture that Michael and Connie gave me many years ago. It's even more special now. Connie, of course, passed away several years ago. It was from an artist who did wonderful prints of famous landmarks as if they were underwater, and now the kingdom also does not exist. Karaoke. My hat rack. That is the wind chime off of the patio at Black Butte. You saw this one upstairs. I originally made it that size. It was way too small over the door, so I brought it down here. The other second bookcase I built. And up here, let's see if I can. I can't see it all that well, but that's marble. Different marble from Ireland, different areas of Ireland. It's at the top of the causeway at the Giant's, top of the walkway at the Giant's Causeway. My downstairs linen cabinet. Ignore the rug, I forgot to put it back after I cleaned up. That's the view out the patio. The last thing I hung, and I'll see if I can do it over here. Yeah. This is a map of the area in Scotland known as Lochaber. It's an area in the Highlands, and it shows the area from, you can't see too well there, I'm sorry, from Fort William in the Highlands where I stayed, up there to Mallig, which is where I rode the steam railway. A view of the hallway. That's a picture of the Oregon coast. It survived 3 moves, many moves, moving across the country. I hung it up here. I set it down once because it was going to lower the picture and the glass broke. And it's a custom job and I have not reframed it yet. It's by the same author who did one in the bathroom behind me here, which I'll show you in a moment. This is the downstairs bathroom. Please note that all of the doors and windows have alarms. Now, I shave and shower down here pretty much every day that I use the treadmill before I go to work. Shaving mirror down here also. I'm going to turn off the overhead light. That's the one I want. That's the picture that was taken off the balcony of Connie's mom's house the sunset of the day Connie died. The air doesn't circulate very well in here, so I've got a little fan down here to help. A clock in here also. This is a mount hood. It's by the same guy who did the one in the hallway. Out in the hallway here. We'll do the bedroom first. Now this room is even more comfy and cozy than it was when Mom was here. I'll do the pictures, I guess, and then come around. Many years ago, my brother Chris surprised us. He gave us all pictures from this woman somewhere up on the East Coast who does delightful pen and ink drawings. And somehow I wound up with 3 of them. A very comfy bed. Mom has not used it yet. This is the replacement for the one that was too soft when she was here. Very comfortable chair. You can almost fall asleep in it. Nice little dresser here. There's one to my right, which I'll show you in a moment. I've been really lucky at thrift shops. This little 2-drawer dresser and the pair, actually, I got for like $50, and the chair was like $70. Music to listen to down here. A footstool from the chair out in front, very comfortable for using to put your shoes on or whatever. That's the poster from the Sisters Quilt Show the year that I left to come here to South Florida. Another of the pen and ink drawings that Chris gave us. Looking back this way, here's the dresser and the table and the chair. The other dresser over there with a CD player. Since this is in front of me, that's Mom's favorite picture that she took when she came to Florida the first time. I'm not exactly sure why, but she loved it, so I put it in the guest bedroom. It's somewhere on our west coast. I'll show you that again. That's Black Butte. From the other side, maybe there will be less light. The view out the bedroom. Very nice closet. The last piece of artwork in the bedroom. There. Black Butte is the dormant volcano above Black Butte Ranch, which is where our beloved vacation home is. Alright, into the hallway again. Here we go. Mom and Dad brought these to me. after they visited Ireland. This is Stephen. This is the origin of Conroy. A lovely picture here of Ireland. Into the kitchen. Very nice kitchen. Fairly large pantry over here. Laundry room right here. Another pantry here. Refrigerator. Up on top is a tea set that Mom and Dad brought back from Hong Kong many years ago. Behind it is the insulated caddy. Behind that is actually a wine rack. We did not know what that was when we were first here. I still feel kind of stupid about it. Lots of counter space. Lots of cabinet space. Built-in microwave. And we didn't quite know what this is either. If you look, it looks like the cabinet is miscut because you can see the line there at the bottom. What we didn't know is this is deliberate. It's for large plates. This opens, that opens, then you have the whole thing. And we did not know. We felt so dumb. The air doesn't circulate too well back here either, so I have a little counter fan. Coming around, I'll show you what's over in the corner in a moment. A thermostat. Most public buildings in Florida don't have thermostats. This is the view from Kathleen and Ann's deck in Seattle up in Queen Anne. Hiding here under the stairs, I didn't show you that, is a boron or Irish drum, which I still don't know how to play. Counter. And I have 3 comfortable but slightly short stools. More tchotchkes over here. A little deer, a Kuan Yin, that's Apollo there. Cloisonne duckies, a soapstone killer whale, Athena's owl, and a small stamp thingy that Mom and Dad also gave me when they came back from Hong Kong. The living room, table, 4 chairs, very comfortable. Over on this wall, this is Kylemore Abbey. It is a girls', when I was in Ireland, it was a girls' school in a very lovely area. In the 5 years since I've been there, it has stopped being a school and is now a home for retired nuns. Very nice lamp up here. Skylights, forgot to show you that from upstairs. I spend a lot of time, I still look around trying to figure out where the light is coming, and did I happen to leave something on. This is the churchyard at Drumcliff, which is where William B. Yeats is buried in Ireland. That lamp's on a timer, which is why it's not on yet. The Ireland wall, and you saw that on the way down. Lovely window, slanted window. Small chairs. The picture here is Mom and Dad on the steps of the cathedral in France where they renewed their wedding vows many, many years ago. We'll start up here. The doorbell. My bird clock. Every hour is a different bird call. In fact, you may hear it in a few minutes. and the loudness of the call depends on the strength of the light. This lovely guy, the Old Man of the Wood, was given to Mom and Dad by, I think it was David, who was an exchange student from Hong Kong. The little ducky here in the corner, which is where I keep my keys, that used to be my brother Chris's. I'll show you the furniture first and then the pictures. The table over there has a small table that slides out. My chair, mine. The lovely comfortable couch that Mom sent, or that Mom ordered when she was here. She's never had a chance to try it. It's long enough to lie on to watch TV. Another comfortable chair. Table in between, a not so comfortable chair, but it's okay with the pillow. Now the artwork. We'll go on this wall and then come back. Okay, I'm trying to get less light there. That's my picture of the lake at Black Butte. Trees over there in the corner. This is the Chinese Classical Gardens in downtown Portland. Lovely place, one of my favorites. Above my chair, let's try it from see if that helps. That's the best as I can do. If you can ignore the reflections, those are the hills of Connemara from a peat bog. And when you're there, it's very easy to understand that Connemara has the reputation of sheltering lawlessness. Back that way. My Conroy flag. The last two pieces of art are over here. A coat closet. Very nice to have. A very nice thing. Yes, an alarm. I want everybody to notice this house is alarmed. I know that sounds funny, but still. This that was the clock. This is an Irish linen tea towel that a friend brought me back from a trip one time, and up at the top it says Treasures of Ireland. Yes, I know it's not quite straight. Maybe one of these days I'll try fixing it. Up above here, that's probably one of my all-time favorite pictures. Mom took that on the French Riviera. Down here, I bought this when I realized that I would probably not see hummingbirds on my back porch. And that's where we're heading. And that will end the tour. Yes, a trash can for when I don't feel like walking out to the dumpster. The gate is usually closed and locked. 4 very nice, very comfortable chairs. Mom hasn't seen the tables. I bought them after she left. It works out really well. A table in between 2 chairs. Chair at the end, just to put flowers on. The exercise room. My 3 wind chimes, and I was only slightly joking about the huge one that my neighbors have and wanting one that size. 2 chairs with the table in between. a storage shed, outdoor closet, which I guess you could call a shed, the back gate, my plants. I've got to say, I'm not a green thumb. I have actually had to replace most of these at one time or another, at least once, but hey, they're only $6, so it doesn't really matter. This one, for some reason, has been one of the 2 most robust plants that I've had in the entire 6 months that I've been here. That's me. Out the patio and the front. I like the white and yellow, white and red. There aren't enough white, but that's okay. This scruffy guy is actually pretty robust also. I'm not sure why. My watering can. The outdoor light. The view from the front. Oh, the neighbors. Hi, duckies. They are silly, but I like them. Notice. ADT alarmed. That is the most robust plant that I have had. It's done very well. And the little guy up here, the round one, I'm very fond of. It is battery operated motion sensing. Because when I use that one, I keep forgetting to turn it off. This one goes off when I don't use it. And this is my house. There's the balcony with the bedroom.